What is going on, everyone? TG Raid here. Welcome back to an all-new video, and of course today we're on Watch Dogs 2, and this is a video that I've always wanted to make because if you know me, you know that I love Watch Dogs and I love Watch Dogs 2. I actually have Watch Dogs 2 100% completed with a platinum trophy on PlayStation 4. I got the game in like 2016 or 2017, around the time where it came out. When it came out, I'd say yeah, somewhere around early 2017. I don't fully remember, but I remember getting this game, and it was just really good. A lot of people will say, "Oh yeah, you know, there's always been this little fight in the Watch Dogs community between these two games. People loved it, people hated it. I personally love both games. The reason I love Watch Dogs 1, even though it isn't the best game with all of its problems, is that it is set in Chicago. Of course, the map is just terrible, but I live in Chicago, if you actually don't know. And Watch Dogs 1, it was just pretty cool to be like running around my own city and being like, oh yeah, I've been there, at least in the downtown part. The neighborhood that I live in is actually just a piece of mountain for some reason. We actually have no mountains here in Illinois. It's really just flat land. I just think that's really funny with what Ubisoft as a developer did with working on it. I do think it would have costed a lot more money to just fully make the map, but still they should have just tried a little harder and actually put some time in it. So both games came out with a price of $60, and they both made a lot of money through pre-orders. Now there is the controversy that Ubisoft downgraded Watch Dogs 1, where, you know, on graphics downgrades, audio downgrades, all that stuff, just so it could run on the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, and both next-gen and new-gen consoles, or next-gen and old-gen. And I personally think that's really true. Watch Dogs 1 does not have the best graphics. It was actually pretty dead. It was pretty cartoony. Story-wise, a lot of people did not like Aiden Pierce, and Aiden Pierce was the main character of the game. People said that he was dead, he was very boring, and he just needed some bedazzle to make him, you know, much better. But if we look at Watch Dogs 2, I mean, look at these graphics. They are so beautiful. I mean, it's close to realistic. These basically, compared to GTA graphics, this game could have killed GTA 5 if they tried hard enough, partially, from what I think. The cars in this game are awesome. There are some flaws, which I won't fully be bringing up, but let's go to the story mode of Watch Dogs 2. The story mode of Watch Dogs 2, we have our character, main character as Marcus. I don't remember his last name, but he is a member of DedSec, which is a hacking group, and they take on Bloom and all that, and a whole entire CTOS mofos in San Fran. They do an awesome job of bringing San Francisco to life, something Watch Dogs, once again, couldn't do with Chicago. I mean, look at this. We've got cars, we've got people. They don't do as good of a job as Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto 5 with bringing Los Santos to life, but they bring San Fran pretty well. We've got people, we've got you know, cars driving around, we've got people screaming, people crying, people with dogs. You can actually pet dogs in this game. Like, look at this, y'all. We walk up to the doggy. Checks out. Look, this is why Watch Dogs 2 is better than Watch Dogs 1. This is just the main reason. You get to pet the doggos. I mean, that is just so good. Of course, you can't own a dog, which sucks. But yeah, with Watch Dogs 2, the main character Marcus, he had his own hacker group, Cell, part of DedSec. You know, there were a few of them, and they were a family. So they work together, and you start to love the characters as you get to know them through the games. And so this little group of DedSec hackers just, you know, leave a mark on your heart because you just get to know all about them. The missions do pretty well on getting to know them. But, you know, if we look at Watch Dogs 1, it was just Aiden really working alone. He gets to work with T-Bone at the end for a little, and what was that girl's name? Yeah, I don't even remember the hacker girl, but her name was Bad Boy 17 or something like that. I don't fully remember her name, but she was also part of DedSec. But yeah, that's really just a common important part with having a story. You don't want to have such a cold character who really has nothing to live for. I mean, Aiden had his family, but then again, even there, he was really like such a boring and cold character. But Marcus, you know, he's got love for his DedSec family. I mean, we see how they're just funny, how the problems that they go through, you know, and how they get out of them as pretty much a family. This sounds really corny, but I mean, every story pretty much needs that. I mean, you want to leave warmth in your player's heart so the player could say, oh yeah, I remember Wrench, and I remember Satara, I remember like Marcus, I remember everybody, dude. I even remember T-Bone. And they're just awesome characters. They were all just cool. T-Bone was in the first game and the second game. Ubisoft, even connecting Watch Dogs 1 and 2 even more for us. I loved having T-Bone there. I mean, he was a pretty funny guy, He was your beer beach hippie who was just an awesome hacker. And, I mean, once again, you can actually play as him in the Watch Dogs DLC. But DLC-wise, Watch Dogs 2 just had so many better DLCs. I mean, in the Bad Blood DLC for Watch Dogs 1, it was awesome, but not that many people loved it. It was still bland. I mean, T-Bone's a cool character, but, I mean, I'd rather have a full game for him instead of just... I mean, I'd rather have T-Bone be the main character of Watch Dogs. I mean, Aiden Pierce isn't that memorable, except for the outfit, because actually, as you can see, I'm actually wearing Aiden Pierce's outfit in Watch Dogs 2, so that's another thing that Watch Dogs does really nicely. Aiden Pierce is actually in Watch Dogs 2. Also, he's in actually one of those like little mini missions. He like gets trapped and then you save him, and it's a pretty cool moment. You get to think about the past, and I mean, some good times. But yeah, with Watch Dogs 2 DLCs, they had so many cool DLC vehicles, so many cool perks and abilities and all that stuff you could do. The stories were awesome. They were really fun. I mean, if you remember Watch Dogs 2, you'd remember people who had the DLC, they'd have that huge T-Bone school bus, which was just awesome. I mean, my boy Crisscross has that. This is the reason, I met him. We met through this game. Actually, now I want to bring up the online element of both these games. Watch Dogs 2 did drop with online a little later, which isn't the best, but still, Ubisoft proved about what they could do and how they fixed some of the things that Watch Dogs 1 didn't have. Now, Watch Dogs 1, the online mode was pretty dead, even in 2016, which is only 2 years later after the game came out. The game Watch Dogs 1 came out in 2014. It was early 2016 that I got on actually Watch Dogs, and I was like, I'm gonna play some online. And the servers were dead, D-E-A-D, dead. Not a single soul. And it was actually really, really sad to say that game, I mean, there wasn't that many people that play it. We get about 100 people per day on that game, and I mean, it was hard for me to find one person. I actually only hacked one person in Watch Dogs, which is so weird to say because you need to hack so many people. So yeah, with Watch Dogs 2, the online aspect was awesome. I mean, you can hop on right now and find a game of just a few people who are just ready to play and have some fun with you. I mean, it's 3 other people and it's called like party mode, which is just, oh god, am I gonna get copyright from the radio? No way, dude. No way, bro. It was Mozart, dude. I hope I don't get copyright. Darn, dude. Let's actually turn that off. I don't want copyright. But the radio is awesome. They've had some really good music on this, which I think is once again really cool. A game has to have good music, and they had some real good beats on this. I'm not saying Watch Dogs 1 had a bad soundtrack, but Watch Dogs 2 just outshined Watch Dogs 1. Let me actually get this car. Car-wise, this game had some cars from Watch Dogs 1, but still, they were not that memorable. So yeah, I personally remembered them all. I think like a person that would just casually play and then come back to this would be like, what the heck? But once again, there's just so much. If we say rate Watch Dogs 1 out of 5 stars, I would rate it about 3 out of 5. And for Watch Dogs 2, I'd rate it about a 4 to 4.5 out of 5. Because there were some problems here. There are glitches here and there that Ubisoft needs to fix. I feel like they could have maybe made the story a little more sizzly, and by adding like more spice to the mix. I think we should have had some more solo character stories where we could have learned even more about the different characters. I mean, I would have wanted to learn more about Wrench and stuff, but yeah, that would have been really cool. And still, playing through both the games, you get an experience of joy and warmth in your heart of knowing that you took down CTOS and all that. And I think it's awesome. You can also have a lot of fun in both the games, even if you're playing solo. I mean, you could like speed up cars. I mean, I'm just gonna show a pretty cool thing. That's funny. The controls are pretty funny in both these games, but check this out. You can actually speed up cars, which is something you couldn't do in Watch Dogs 1. But check this out. It's like you can control this thing. It's just perfectly awesome. I mean, gunplay-wise, it's really fun. Everything here makes this a great game. I mean, we've got those things with TVs on the sides, like trucks with TVs. Like, how cool is that, bro? But yeah. 4.5 out of 5, or 4 out of 5 stars for this game. I mean, we've got the same taco truck from Watch Dogs 1, with that taco music. Hold up, will it put it on? Will that actually, how do I, oh yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, dude, it's old school. And look, like, random people join you. Look, oh, warmer_arm. What the heck? What kind of name is that? But you get to play with, like, random people sometimes. It just puts you in a game with different players. And yeah, look, a DedSec ally is near you. It's pretty cool because, look, you can actually work with the people. Yo, what's up, bro? Get in. If I had my mic, I could probably talk to him. Get in, bro. But you can't hurt DedSec allies. These people aren't here to kill you. They're here to, like, help you, and you can play around with them. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool system. But I guess this is all I have to say. Once again, this was why Watch Dogs 2 was better than Watch Dogs 1. Once again, most of these things were my opinions. If you have your opinions, please tell them in the comments below. I'd love to listen to them. And yeah, hope you all have a great day. Remember to leave a like on the channel, not on the channel, but on the video if you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more gaming content. Also turn that post notification bell on so you can be notified of all my daily gaming videos. It's been Raid, and I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Remember to stay twisted and have a great day.